All right, y'all. What I did is I just put up the rest of the semester. This is all we have left. Today is the 25th, and the last day of classes is November 29th. So that means I see y'all after today. I will see you 10 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 more Tuesday, Thursday classes. That's it, after today. The last day of classes are the 29th. So you also have 10 more Monday, Wednesday classes after today. Final exam week is going to be the first week in December. And so you have your regular classes for the next 5 weeks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, we do have, hold on, we've got Thanksgiving break in there. Let me take that out. November, we got 2 days off, y'all. Classes are dwindling. We don't have school on November 6th. That is election day. And you don't have class on November 22nd. And you don't have class on November 21st because that is Thanksgiving. So we now have 2, 4, 6, 8 classes left. Okay? So that's what we have left for the rest of the semester. Now your Wednesday classes, you have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 Monday, Wednesday classes and 8 Tuesday, Thursday classes. Final exam week is going to be December 3rd through December 6th. You don't have classes during that time. You just go and take your final exam. Okay? Now, I did put right below this, I did put the final exam schedule. Most of you are taking probably 15-week day classes, so I put that final exam schedule out there. This class is a Tuesday, Thursday, 8 a.m. class. So your exam is going to be on Tuesday, December 4th from 8 to 10. So if you're taking a 9:30 class on Tuesday, Thursday, that exam is going to be on Thursday, December 6th from 9:30 to 11:30. So they split them up.
We are.
Do what?
Discussing that here.
Oh, crap.
I was gonna ask.
My bad. So that means our exam is on Thursday, not on Tuesday. My bad. I feel like it's 8 o'clock when I come in here. So we're from 9:30 till 11:30, and it will be in our regular room, and you take it with me as a class. It'll be in here, okay? Because we are Tuesday, Thursday, 9:30. Thank you. Thursday, December 6th. Now, when it gets a little closer or when you start freaking out, and I have some of you say, I've got 3 exams that same day, or I don't want to wait that long, just get with me. I give exams probably every day that week. If you want to come take an exam with one of my other classes, that is totally fine. So if you want to take it earlier, or if you don't want to, let's say you have a 12:30 exam that same day and you don't want to have 2 exams back to back on the same day, just let me know, because the other teacher probably won't change.
So will be in
December 6th.
6th.
Yes. December 6th. Exams are the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th of December. We good? All right, so that kind of lets you know kind of what to expect, because this is going to creep up on you really fast. Okay?
And classes start after that, for the next semester?
Classes start January 9th.
So we just.
You have a month off. Yeah. Teachers go a week after y'all finish and come a week before y'all get back. And teachers have 2 weeks off, so students have a month off. Yeah, so you'll have a month between semesters.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
So y'all technically, I mean, according to when y'all get out this week, the latest y'all will get out is December 6th, and you don't have to come back till January 9th.
So I'm able to take the final exam between December 3rd to December 6th.
Yeah, with me, I don't
Yeah.
care, yeah, you just get with me, but your other teachers will be based on the time of day you have the class. Yeah, we good? All right, for this, rest of this, this chapter, we have 13 pages, which means, and we can go ahead and talk about it, which means we are probably going to finish up this chapter on, Monday, or Tuesday. This is chapter 4. So we're gonna finish up, so we're gonna do chapter 4 today, we're gonna do chapter 4 on Tuesday. And we will start the next chapter, so we're gonna start new stuff on November 1st. Okay, so I am thinking we are gonna open the test on the 30th, which is Tuesday. And normally I would close the test on the 6th, but we're closed. So do you want me to close it the 8th?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me get a different highlighter. So we're gonna do test, 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 test. And I'm not sure, let me look and see. I think the hub is closed the election day. I'm gonna go away from this page for just a second. Let me go to syllabus and other information. No, let me go to hub information and let me make sure that the, yeah, hub will be closed on election day. This is Tuesday, November 3rd. Did I not count right?
No, the election is 6th.
Is it 6? Okay, it must be wrong on that paper. But hub is gonna be closed that day. So our test is going to be from, so chapter 4 test is going to be from Tuesday, October 30th through Thursday, November 8th. That's gonna be our test. Chapter 4 homework what about election night? Election day night. Do you want it Sunday night or do you want it election day night?
If there's longer, whichever one longer.
Election day. We'll do Tuesday, November 6th. And I usually don't make it due on a Tuesday, I usually make it due on a Sunday. But since y'all don't have school that day, that would give you another long day to work on it. But the hub is not open.
This is homework.
This is homework. Yeah. So this is when homework's gonna be due. Homework due. And I'll do like I always do and put it out there and email it to you. And we'll still be doing, so if you wait until that last day, you're gonna have 2 days of new stuff. Cool? Alright, so what we're gonna do today is some more probability. We're gonna throw in permutations and combinations, and hopefully I can get, I'm gonna save 1 or 2 problems to review on Tuesday. So we're gonna go through kind of some of the stuff that we did last time. We're gonna throw in some new stuff. Then we're gonna go back on Tuesday, and whatever time I have left on Tuesday, we're gonna review. Because I know some of you are freaking out, like really freaking out. And the other 2 teachers that I'm kind of co-teaching with this first time, they're both done teaching this chapter, and none of their students are asking questions. And I'm like, my people are freaking out. And she's like, and they both said, our students should be freaking out, because this is a tough chapter to kind of keep up with all the different types.
That's what I get confused on.
What do you do?
What to do,
Yeah.
what type of problem.
And so we're gonna get through as much as we can get through today and then spend a good bit of time. But like always, I'm gonna tell you, the best thing to do is to go through that review. I have made sure that every question that's on the test is in the review. I just finished doing the next chapter.
What is there?
You will have 1, 2 for the final exam, a review.
Review.
Yes. All right. Let's start off. You know how to do this. This is the ending part of 4-3. This is finding the probability. And I am going to go ahead and help you out a little bit by giving you the numbers on the side. 43, 46, 50, and 39. So if students are given 4 quarters, they're either going to purchase gum or keep the money. If students are given $1, they're either going to purchase money or keep the gum. Purchase gum or keep the money. I want to know the probability of A and probability of B. We did several of these last time. Haley Bellamy is not here. Stacia is here. Ian is here. Brittany is here. Adrian is not here. Kiki is here. MJ is here. Lonnie's here. Bill is here. Josh is here. Kristen is not here. Ryan's here. Amy is here. Jeffrey is here. Luke's here. Caitlin is here. Ashton is not. Simone is here. Mariah's here. Kate is here. Kelsey is here. Okay, this is the given. So we're not doing the probability of the total class, we're doing the probability given a situation. So, I'm gonna move this down. So I want to know who kept the money given that they got 4 quarters. So my condition was that they got 4 quarters. So my bottom number is going to be 43. What makes me happy is if they kept the money given that they had 4 quarters. So it's going to be 16 over 43. And my math lab is going to tell you whether they want a fraction, whether they want a decimal, or whether they want a percentage. Good? And I'm just going to write out to the side, this is 0.372 or 37.2%. And if it's a fraction, you got to do math enter enter to see if it can be reduced. Now, so that one was part A. Part B, I'm going to move that one down here. Find the probability of selecting a student who kept the money given that they were given a dollar bill. So I want to know who kept the money if they were given the dollar bill. So the dollar bill is what I'm looking for, and kept the money. So it's going to be 34 over 46. So whatever that reduces to. Or 0.739 or 73.9%. So if they were given 4 quarters, 37% of them kept it. They were given $1, 73% kept it. So, part C says, what does this tell me? So what can you say from part C based on A and B? More people keep the dollar bill. That if you're given 4 quarters, you're more likely to spend it. Cool? Alright, and we did this one last time. This one was not bad. Okay. And we're still in 4-3. Alright, this is the ones that you had little issues with last time. This one says, we're talking about E. coli. To reduce laboratory costs, water samples from 10 swimming pools are combined for 1 test. Further testing is done only if combined samples test positive. Based on past results, there's a 0.005 probability of finding E. coli in public swimming area. Find the probability that a combined sample of 10 public swimming pools will reveal E. coli. Is that probability low enough so that further testing of the individual swimming pool areas is rarely necessary? So, the question that we want to know is, find the probability that it will reveal from the 10. So we want to know the probability of finding E. coli in at least one of the 10 pools. That's what we want to do. Supposed to be an E. Now, when we used the term last time, at least one, that means we're going to do 1 minus the not. So, this represented the E. coli or the not E. coli? That represented E. coli. So if 0.005 is the E. coli, what is the not E. coli? The rest. 1 minus 0.005 is going to be the not E. coli, which is 0.995. Now, we're doing it for 10 pools, so because we're doing it for 10 pools, we're going to raise it to the 10th power. So we're going to do 1 minus 0.995 to the 10th power. So when it says, if it said, let me give you another example over here. If it said, if it said, find the probability of at least 1 girl out of 5. At least 1 means we're going to do 1 minus the not girl. So what are we going to be doing? The boys. And we're going to raise it to the 5th power, because we're doing 5 of them. Ah. So if it was the probability of at least 1 good product of 7, then we would do 1 minus, and if it's not good, it's bad, raised to the
7?
yay.
Is that 7?
Yeah, that is a 7. We feeling it? Feeling a little bit. Little? Here, let me put it on the computer because I'm recording it for somebody. So, before I finish this one, let me show you the 2 that I just did. I said the probability of at least one girl out of 5. Because it says at least one, that means we're gonna do 1 minus the not. So if it's not a girl, that means it's going to be a boy. That was not a girl. And we're going to raise it to the 5th power because it's out of 5. And then the other one I did is the probability of at least, L-E-A-S-T, 1 good of 7. So that would be 1 minus the bad raised to the 7. So if I was doing that second one and I told you that the probability of good is 0.2. Given the probability of good is 0.2, then I would do 1 minus 0.8, because if the good is 0.2, the bad is going to be 0.8 raised to the 7.
How did you get the 0.8 again?
I mean, like,
Good plus bad equals 1. So if the good is 0.2 or 20%, the bad is going to be 0.8 or 80%. So if I did that last one in my calculator, it would be 1 minus 0.8 to the 7th. That would be my answer if I was doing that second one. And we only do that if it says at least 1. So let me come back up to this one. So, because this was E. coli, we needed to do the not E. coli. So if 0.005 is the E. coli, we did 1 minus the E. coli to give me the not E. coli. So if 0.005 is the E. coli, 1 minus 0.005 is the not E. coli. Yay. And we had 10 swimming pools, wherever it says it, so that's why we did it to the 10th power. So when I go to my calculator, it is going to be 1 minus 0.995 to the 10th power. That's my answer. Or if I whoop it, it would be 4.9%. Now, the question says, is that probability low enough so that further testing of individual samples is rarely necessary? So we tested 10 pools, and there's a 4.9% chance, there's less than 5% chance. So do we need to go around and check pools? Probably not. This is less than 5%, so we probably don't need to check pools for E. coli. Unless we're like a germaphobe and we're freaked out that our kid's gonna get it, then we can go check it. All right. Let's try one more. It's going to be combining everything in this one. Okay. And I'm going to put on here no replacement. No replacement. So we have 200 calculators that come in. What's the probability that we're going to pick 3 and none of them are defective? Or 3 are defective and we're going to pick 3. What is the problem? A shipment of 200 calculators contains 3 defective. What is the probability that a sample of 3 calculators will have no defective calculators? So for part A, I am picking 3 calculators. I am picking 3. This is picking the first one. This is picking the second one. This is picking the third one. And there's no replacement. Like you're not picking it and putting it back in the stack. So what makes me happy is a not defective calculator, which means a good calculator. So how many good calculators are there? 197. Because there's 200 total minus the 3 bad, so there's 197 good. How many total calculators are there? 200. Now, once I picked that good calculator, I did not replace it. So how many's left? 196 over 199. And how many's left after that? 195 over 198. So to get that first answer, I am going to multiply those together. So it's going to be, not that, 197 good ones out of 200, and then 196 good ones out of 199, and then 195 good ones out of 198. So there is a 95.5% chance that I'm going to pick out 3 good calculators. Because y'all, if there's 200 and only 3 are bad, my chances of picking out a good one are good. Now, let's go to part B. What is my probability of picking out bad calculators? 3 out of 200, because that's bad over total, and I'm not replacing. 2 out of 199, 1 out of 198. We good? Okay. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do 3 over 200, 2 over 199, 1 out of 198. Okay, do we know what that E means? E to the -7 at the end. That means we are going to move our decimal 7 times to the left, which means it's a really small number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My decimal's no longer here, it's now here. So it's 0.0000076138826. So, am I going to pick out 3 bad calculators in a row? No. It probably ain't going to happen. That's the answer to part B. That's the probability of me picking it. That's the probability of me winning that lottery that happened yesterday. That's probably, I know, it was in South Carolina. I walked around at school yesterday to see who was at work and who wasn't at work, to see who was my friends that won. But that's probably greater than the probability of us winning that lottery yesterday. All right, now, here is how I had to do this. For part C, defective in my brain, do you agree, means bad? So, when it says at least 1, so that's the probability of at least 1 bad. So how am I going to write that? 1 minus 1 minus the,
It's 197.
if it's bad, we're going to call it good, because you do the not. So when it has the at least 1, that's when you do the not, or the opposite. Yay? So the good was that answer. So we're going to do 1 minus 0.95545, blah, 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 blah. And I usually go at least 4 places behind the decimal. So for part C, I'm gonna do 1 minus the good.